Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, let's say. So yes, we are all set for match number 19 from the KSFA Stadium, Bengaluru, and it is going to be between Roots FC and Bangalore Independence FC. Bdfa Bengaluru Super Division 2023 is going on in its full bloom, and this is the second round. We are almost at a close of round 2, and with this fixture, we will be just knocking on the doors of the curtains. Both the teams have so far shown a very stiff brand of resistance, and they will really like to put their best foot forward come today. That's how Roots FC has lined up for the day. Mohammad Ashfaq, Nikhil G, the captain, Rajal Shahi, Gautam Rajesh, Vishal R, KR Shashwat, Dhanush R, Shafiq Tenkopat, Shibin P, Jayant Kumar, the goalkeeper, and Johan Victor Brito. Wherein in the substitutes, they have Mohan Bahadur, Godwin Johnson, Anirudh Mukundhan, Aditya Kumar, Emmanuel Derek, Niraj Nikhil Parekh, Ridhan K. Dharman, Parikram Bora, Arun H. And they'll be playing under Mr. Shrikant Rajan. And that's how Bangalore Independence FC has lined up. Anthony Payapalli under the woodwork, V. Surendra Prasad, S. Prem Kumar, Arun Gilbert, their skipper, Narendra Prasad, A. Mohammad Moinuddin, Sharavana Kumar G, Raja Ganpati K, Shiva Kumar R, Satish Kumar, and Pradison Mariadasan. Wherein for substitutes in the bench, they have Raja Pandey, Jones Muturaj, N. Shivra Subramaniam, Arun A, Anthony Jayaprakash, Dilip V, Prashant H, Maheen Hussain, Sujit Kumar, and their head coach is Mr. Santosh Kiran, another experienced name in the Karnataka football circuit. So obviously, as you've just seen how the teams are going to line up for today, expect that they will be taking another stride towards glory. And the two teams walking out to the center, it seems to be a decent sunny day in Karnataka, and we are live from the KSFA football stadium. And just to give you all a heads up, this game is coming to you live on the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India. So do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Both the teams will really have an uphill task ahead of them, because both the teams are good contenders and they really know what to be done and what not to be. And when they are playing at such a top tier game or at such a top tier level, you do expect the very best from the teams. There's no second thoughts in that. Well, Mr. Maria Tony is going to be the referee for the day. And the two captains out in the center. The goalkeeper of Roots FC has taken over the reins of the skipper. That's Jayant Kumar Krishnamurthy. Wherein for Bangalore Independence, it is Arun Gilbert who will be leading their lines. And a quick frame here before the game begins. And it's going to be me, Rohit, who will be taking you forward through this game. So I hope you enjoy. Do buckle up, because so far all the games that we have witnessed, they have been really high-octane entertainment. There hasn't been any break in the excitement, in the tempo. And we are all set to roll here at the KSFA Stadium. Once again, a last-minute huddle there, a few last-minute strategies being discussed, a few affirmations being made, and just to introduce you all to the two teams that are going to be in action today. Right now on your frame, attacking from the left to the right, are Roots FC, dressed in their red and black, wherein on your frame from the right to the left, dressed in their signature blues, hoping to inflict blues upon their opposition, is Bangalore Independence FC. And we are underway here at the KSFA Football Stadium, and Bangalore Independence right into action from the right itself. So we are just starting out here, and we would be hoping that the best team wins, but once again, in football, not always does the best team wins, because a lot of factors actually remain in the hunt. First and foremost is how would you like to put forward, or how would you like to think about the game, or how do you define the best? In the first place, it's goals that win your matches. Doesn't matter how is it coming. It can come in a very glorious manner. It can come after years of persistence rather. Or also it can come through probably leakages in the defense. So as they say that football is a game of momentum, football is a game of moments. There would be moments where you blink and you see the ball entrenched into the back of the net, and then there will be moments where you probably keep an eye on the ball, and then throughout the hour you have been watching the ball coming so close to the goal, yet not venturing into the back of the net. So yes, it's all about those small moments. It's all about building for that one glorious move. So that is why they say never get way too complacent, never get way too overconfident as well. So all of it. I mean, football has lessons for you that probably other walks of life may not have. I mean, it can be just a game, but this game will mold you in your life as well, in such a way, from being a successful human being in your life to learning the lessons. There's a foul though, a player goes down, and the referee has awarded a free kick in favor of Bangalore Independence FC. We'll try and show you what happened. There you go. Wanted to go forward with the pass. Did receive it successfully, and by the time well, actually the free kick has gone in the way of Roots FC, and it was clean because he was overspeeding with the ball, and he got the ball well ahead of the defender, so it became way too easy. It is going to be a free kick now in favor of Roots FC, who chips it towards the goal, but not really one of the most glamorous free kicks that you would see. It was low, it was flat, and pretty easy pickings for a full-blown wall that was being placed in the trajectory of the ball. Again, very crucial that you get the elevation on the ball. Free kicks now are being used as weapons. There are many teams that doesn't really result or doesn't really savor the dominion from open play. So they kind of wait for dead ball situations that can really get them in shape. And one of the most effective moves of a dead ball situation is a free kick. So teams practice them in the practice sessions. Just try to get a few strategies in place at times. Even try and practice the untoward situations where you try and get a cross comes floating in from the left, but really not having all that venom. Very easy there. The goalkeeper just wrapping his gloves around the ball as if it would have never bothered him. A nice short pass there. Once again, taking their time. Quickly trickles it back to the goalkeeper. Bangalore Independence kind of living dangerously at the moment, just trying to be confident of the ball possession, though they are trying to play. It almost feels as if they are playing with fire here. They're knocking the ball around in their own half, and it particularly won't be easy if you're not confident that confidence, that chemistry between your players if you're trying to play short balls in your box is very crucial. A bit of an alarm bell's ringing out there, but once again, confidence trickling out right now in the body language of Roots FC as well. They almost emulated what Bangalore Independence was trying to do out there in their own half. Really good to see here. Both the teams very, very confident. Both the teams know what they are doing out here. 5 minutes on the clock. Passes it towards the far right. Another pass played towards the central channel. Nicely received. Tries to cut back in. And wanted to go downtown, but not really. One of the finest of passes. But in the process, he's won his team a throw-in. Now the ball is with the Bangalore Independence, just rooted there at the moment in the central channel and then switching it out towards the right. Beautifully received. Plays it back slightly deeper in the midfield. Tries to stitch another one forward, switches it to the extreme left. Taking his time there, short passes, crisp passes, trying to maintain the accuracy and the perfect weight on the passes. I mean, that is what the true essence of a good pass looks like. Sends it right towards the far left. The ball still remains with Bangalore Independence FC. They really looked composed out in the face of Pump, but eventually they've given the ball away. And that has gone out for a throw-in. Good start here by Bangalore Independence, really just again doing what they do the best, keeping themselves calm, having a close look on the ball. And now they're coming all the way from the left, just trying to get themselves in the position. Ball goes back to one of their players. And now nicely lays it down. Good to see they come on the attack once again. And lets one fly. Well, that was going out anyway. So far, I wouldn't exactly say that it has been a reticent start because both the teams have shown intent. It's just that the execution hasn't been precise, and that is where both the teams have lacked the kind of touch that they would have expected. And now Bangalore Independence wanted to go forward. The brilliance and a timely tackle there has stalled what could have been a glorious move, and now passes it towards the far left. Takes the ball, wanted to drive further. But that is back with Bangalore Independence once again, and they come slowly from the right. Yes, keeps the ball under control. Passes it on towards the far left. Taking his position. Sends in a brilliant cross there. But the goalkeeper of Bangalore Independence FC, apologies, of Roots FC there, the captain as well, Jayant Kumar Krishnamurthy. He was there and he had a keen eye on the ball and was quick to react. Puts an end to what could have been another potential goal-scoring attack or an opportunity. And now coming all the way from the left, keeps the ball under control. Plays it back towards their own defense. Both the teams really love to toy around with danger, and that is exactly the game style is showing. The referee has played advantage, and now a long ball sent towards the further right. Well, the player stationed in the far right post, in the far right wing rather, he wasn't particularly happy. He said that, come on, get your passes directed in a slightly better manner. Because all of these moments, all of these passes and opportunities, they count, because we know that what Bangalore Independence is capable of. We saw in the last game as well. They were being held back for quite some time before they finally shattered the shackles and then started blasting the payload in absolutely overwhelming numbers. And that is really a great sight to watch. Nonetheless, as things stand, these two teams, they will have to be a bit more composed under the pump, because if that composure is not there, then it can be really, really tricky. You have to understand what is going on. You have to understand that how you can build from your attacks, keep the chemistry going, and then move forward. Quick throw in there. Nicely lasered down back in the path of the player station. Not really controlling the ball well. And this goes out as well. So at the end of the day, it is going to be another throw in here. And wanted to go forward with the ball. And now they can drive forward. Receives the ball nice and fine. Starts knocking on the doors. Unfortunate though. And now Roots FC, they will have a chance. A bit of a chaos and confusion that who is going to receive the ball. But eventually it has been received. But that moment of confusion can cost them. Yes, they didn't have an option on towards the far right. So now they have to take a detour there. And it's from the far, far left. It feels as if it's turned out that from the hemispheres, from the equator, they've shifted to the poles. So obviously it kind of becomes pretty challenging, to be honest, because as soon as you start deviating from your goal scoring prowess, you start seeking on towards the far left and far right. Well, when you are on the move, those attacks look really gorgeous, but once you have been close enough to the goal and then the ball just trickles out, if your grasp, if your control goes out of play, that kind of becomes a challenge, and that is not something that every footballer who are relentlessly marauding for the ball would try and savor. Short passes, again, like something that's really key towards playing good football, key towards controlling the midfield. That is very, very crucial. If you know how to control the midfield with those creative passes of yours, you would know a lot of things. Another long ball being played, and that would really not reach out. That's gone out of play there. And the coach almost furious out in the center, trying to say that hold on to your positions. Don't let the formations crumble that easily. I mean, no matter the pressure, no matter what, you've got to be composed. You've got to keep an eye on what's happening. You need to know who's on your trail. I reckon that should be the word. Nicely received, plays it back towards the goalkeeper, who in turns plays it back towards the defender as well. Not one of the most gorgeous and glamorous passes. Lofts it forward and as a result goes out of play. 12 minutes in the clock, and as things stand, it is still 0-0 here. Roots FC, they have looked a lot more dangerous on the counter. Wherein for Bangalore Independence, again, we know that Bangalore Independence, they love to sit back, soak in the pressure, and then transfer it back. So it's as if it'll remind you of certain superheroes whose suit has been made in to absorb the entire force of an attack that has been imposed on them, and then unleash the same force upon your opposition. That is a lovely ball, and this time Bangalore Independence wanted to go forward, almost dive bombing all the way from the left. But before anything categorical could have taken shape, anything significant could have taken flight, they were stopped in their tracks as the flag went up. A flag that the players never like once it's going up against them. Ideally, it's the offside flag. We all know the final line of defense. That needs to be maintained, because if it's not maintained, I mean, we can have really a lot of challenges out there. And now coming all the way from the left, taking their time, chips the ball into the danger zone, eludes everyone. Well, the danger still lingers on. A fine ball was sent into the center there, and Roots FC, they're starting to knock on the doors. Another long cross comes floating in. Unfortunately, it eludes everyone and trickles out into the stride of another Bangalore Independence FC player, and they play it back, take their time, receives it, plays it back even squarer to the defender who was stationed out It was the captain of the side. Nicely received. Good ball control, really. A good side, and that is some brilliant 1-2 football there. Nicely latches on to the left, looking around for some shooting space. Lays it down. Oh, what a shot and a goal! That is a glorious strike. The celebrations begin in Bangalore. Independence have come raising there, and once again it is Saravana Kumar who strikes. Brilliant finish there, and an exquisite setup. Look at this, takes the first pass, receives it, and a perfectly weighted ball into the strike, and a strike there. It cannons through the grasp of the goalkeeper as the ball rattles the back of the net. Bangalore Independence FC, this is why they are so menacing. They take their time, they soak the pressure, they fathom their counterparts, and then they go boom, boom, boom. And this was the first warning bell for the Roots FC. You miss, I hit. And what a strike. Saravana Kumar, he is a man who's having a great tournament, and he is on fire. And so is Bangalore Independence FC. What a clinical hit there. And what a brilliant layoff. You've got to praise that assist. It felt as if it was geometric precision that was etched onto that delivery. Brilliant finish. Roots FC now will have their task cut out. They will have to look out for opportunities in small pockets of spaces. They'll have to try, because Bangalore Independence, they have already created a base. And the first thing that Roots FC does here, or needs to do, is try and destabilize Bangalore Independence FC from the base. Because if they can't do that, with every passing minute, Bangalore Independence are simply going to get a lot more dangerous, a lot more menacing. And it will be almost impossible to try and stop them. Roots FC on the ball. There's it back again. Bangalore Independence FC. Well, they are on their way forward. It's really getting dangerous with every passing minutes, though. But this time, though, a free kick has been awarded in favor of the opposition. Or rather, of the Roots FC. Nicely received again. Beautifully plays it towards the far right. Again, the short passes. And as we were talking about these short passes, it is the short passes that kind of indicates that how creative you have been and how brilliant you have been. Because the more number of short passes, I wouldn't exactly say short passes, I would rather say accurate passes, whether long or short. And it is said that midfielders who are skilled in the art of laying down those long passes perfectly, probably taking the aerial route and then setting the ball perfectly into the stride of one of those marksmen who are hunting for the ball in perfect fashion. It's just a treat to the eyes. And talking about long balls, in Bangalore Independence wants to go Hail Mary there. Goes for a shot. Oh, that took a sharp deflection. Had kept the goalkeeper on his toes. He kept his eye on the ball to the last moment. We'll again try and show you what really happened here. This was laid down, beautifully received, to be honest, and wanted to use the deflection to his advantage. Now that is ingenious football, trying to make good use of resources. That is very important, knowing what your strengths are, knowing what possibly can your strong points be. It's a corner here in favor of Bangalore Independence FC. They're keeping a keen eye on the ball. This can very well be another clarion call for them to try and get themselves back with a 2-goal cushion. Shot corner taken, hoping for a cross to come floating in. It's a cross that goes in a faraway land. Received, plays it back. Another cross comes floating in. This time, though, it didn't really have the kind of sting that was being hoped for, or that could have wreaked havoc in the opposition half. Another lovely ball sent shrieking forward onto the strides. Nicely received. And this time, though, they have been dispossessed. Bangalore Independence FC looking for support, and they do get it. They have numerically outclassed Roots FC. Now, you can call it numerical, you can call it technical as well, but the way they have created space along with the numerical advantage, that is really a treat for the eyes. Another long ball knitted forward, goes straight into the hands of their skipper. No real challenge whatsoever. Easy pickings. Lays it down again. Another ball sent forward. It's a long and nice run there. He tries to latch on to it. And eventually shields the ball with his body in a wonderful manner. Good defensive move there by Bangalore Independence FC as the ball trickles out of play, awarding a free kick. A goal kick in favor of Bangalore Independence. And once again there, a nice pass. And now Roots FC, they come knocking on the doors. That is a beautiful flick. Squares it off towards the far right, goes for a cross. Oh, what a shot! Rattles the woodwork. Unfortunate though, the ball doesn't flip into the back of the net. That was a glorious strike. But then not always will you be successful. Now plays it back towards their own players. Really an incredible game here. This is what you would expect. Once again playing it in the central channel. And now they drive forward towards the far left. And the flag's gone up. Sad though. This was the attack a few moments back. Look at the shape of the ball. Beautiful. The way it curled. I mean, initially it felt that it was not going to curl that venomously, but then it did. And when it did, so yes, obviously Roots FC as well. They are not a team that usually keeps silent for a long point in time. They usually love to attack. They also have this approach at times that they'll try and soak in the pressure, then they'll take the step forward. And now a bit of a fierce tussle for the ball. Eventually it goes out, and oh, it's going to be a free kick. Initially it felt as if it's going to be a throw. Doesn't feel like that though. It's going to be a free kick in favor of Roots FC. And to be honest, this seems to be a decent launch pad. The journey that they are joining, bright red. We know many clubs in international football, in the European circuit. They are known for their reds, and a lovely cross, a lovely free kick actually comes floating in, but headed away to safety. But the peril is still not over. And but this time, though, Bangalore Independence FC, they look to be in control, and whatever peril was lurking around the corner, they have managed to dissipate it with authority. And now they lay it off onto its far right. Wanted to drive forward and goes out of play. A throw-in awarded to Roots FC. Roots FC are seemingly a lot more active, a lot more proactive in the last few minutes. They are starting to clamp down on opposition on Bangalore Independence in fine manner. And now Bangalore Independence, before they could have once again driven forward, I reckon the referee's blown the whistle there, because There's a bit of hold up, and the free kick is going to go in the way of Roots FC though. So the referee deemed it as a bit of an histrionics there, and eventually giving it the free kick the other way. 24 minutes of really relentless football between these two sides, and good to see, to be honest. A bit of drama, a bit of thrill, a bit of tension as well, and a glorious finish. And now sends in a lovely cross, heads it with precision, and now Bangalore Independence looking for space. They play it out towards the far left, beautifully kept in, decent speed as well, and now they drive. They drive forward with a brilliant ball. Can this be a goal scoring chance? Chips it and chips it into the back of the net. That is a gilt-edged finish. A glorious goal scored with geometric precision. No matter what you say, it felt like he's an artist, he's a Picasso of those lofted strikes. Look at the finish. Perfectly weighted and beautifully struck. He's entered it 6 feet deeper into the back of the net. The goalkeeper had no idea that where the ball was. And look at the pass. Look at the run. Everything was picture perfect. He just brushed the ball into the back of the net. Simply marvelous football. In Bangalore Independence, they are cruising right now. 2-0. Roots FC are being completely uprooted. And it's Shiva Kumar, the goal scorer. Sizzling finish. And as beautiful as a football game gets. It's like a sight for the sore eyes. And all the attack, all the gung-ho of Roots FC, somehow they have been caught on the wrong foot. Well, there's a lot riding on this game. And now another lovely ball, played it onto the mix. Oh, there's a chance for Roots FC. They're appealing, but the referee says, can we just get going? It's not a penalty, you've dived. Yeah, the referee was pretty firm with his decision, and Roots FC as well. They didn't protest much, so tells you a story or two. But then again, when it comes to football, I mean, every opportunity you get to try and pull off something histrionic, something a bit theatrical, to be honest, you do pull that off, because again, you know, you hope against hope. Maybe the referee gets slightly blinded by all that appeal and emotion and everything out there. But then the referees, I mean, they are seasoned as well. That is clearly a free kick, and a yellow card comes out, and that is because of the high boot that he's shown. Ideally in football, you can't really show your studs because that is considered as dangerous gaming or dangerous football or dangerous playing. And ideally, you know, when you're showing your stud, if by chance it catches a player on his chest or on his stomach, on his liver as well, it can really be hurtful. So you've got to be slightly careful because football is a body contact game. It's not that you are maintaining a sheer bit of distance from each other. So obviously, football, when we say, you need to be careful as well. So at the end of the day, after the game, what matters, it's Mr. V. Surendra Prasad who is being shown the yellow card for Bangalore Independence. And another lovely corner that was being sent forward. Nicely being kept by Roots FC. Oh, that was a lovely tackle there. A lovely dive. Oh, this is beautiful. Roots FC. They will be looking for some shooting space. And then by the time they were supposed to pull the trigger, it felt like they are trickling, not a roaring cannonball, but just a whimpering pass into the path with the goalkeeper's gloves. It's as simple as it gets. So no real challenge whatsoever. No real challenge out there. Very simple, very easy. Lays it back towards the path of the player, and now short passes once again from Bangalore Independence FC. They're really toying it out on the wings. They do not want to press further. This has been indeed an incredible game. This has indeed been a rambunctious outing so far from Bangalore Independence FC. Great game of football, to be honest. The way they have come forward, the way they have approached the net, that is indeed a sight to watch. And plays it back towards the goalkeeper. I mean, this kind of football, not everybody plays this brand of football, but when someone does, you need to understand that they are confident about their passing, which always makes them a very dangerous team. Another pass plays back towards the player. Short passes all around, just making life extremely easy out there. The Bangalore Independence, I reckon the ball went out of play. Quick throw is well taken, but the throw goes to the captain of Bangalore Independence, Arun Gilbert. They're trying to take a deeper route here. Saravana Kumar and Shiva Kumar, the two goal scorers of the day for Bangalore Independence FC. 30 minutes on the clock. Half an hour of incredible football so far. And now lays it back into the stride of the player on towards the far right. Beautifully nets it forward and they drive. Well, they've kept the ball under control. A nice twist and turn, but Roots FC, they were alert. The very moment they found an opening, they ensured they're snatching the ball away. And now they lay it on towards the far left. Can someone of them latch onto it? Unfortunately, they can't, and the ball has gone out of play. It is going to be a throw in here. Well, before we take the throw in, we would be heading towards the drinks break. 31 minutes of relentless action. And really, these two teams, I mean, the kind of football that they have played, it is indeed a treat for the eyes. And I believe they would, Roots FC particularly, they haven't been successful, but they have had the intent. And that is what matters in football. If you have the intent, if you have the intensity, if you have the idea that you want to score the goals, if you have that hunger, a lot can happen, to be honest. We'll try and show you what has happened in the game so far. Oh, this was the goal. Look at that assist. Lays it down, and there you go. Bam! Right into the top right corner of the net. No matter how good your goalkeeper is, unless he's an eagle trying to stall a game or stall his prey from running away, that's not happening. And this was the second goal. Look at how insidiously he took his time and then squared off. Impeccable delivery that came off as an even better finish. Oh my word, what a finish there. Classic, absolutely classic. And the players are coming back in the game. It is going to be a throw in there. Nicely received, and takes another lovely ball opportunity for Roots FC. They are knocking vehemently on the door. Unfortunately, they'll have to sit back. Great chance. To be honest, Roots FC, it's not that they are entirely silent. They're taking their chance, they're taking their opportunities, and they are coming all the way, knocking on the doors. Both the teams, in fact. Bangalore Independence, they have been opportunistic. Whatever has come their way, they have taken it. Wherein, on the contrary, Roots FC have knocked on the doors. They've come close, and yet that final touch, that final sting that defines the game has somehow not really been working. And another long ball being played out, and that was headed to safety. No challenges, absolutely no challenges. A quick throw taken in, takes their time. 34 minutes so far on the clock, and an intense battle of football, a battle of epic proportions, is live here at the KSFA Football Stadium. And it's all coming to you at the comfort of your home on your uh, phone screens here. And that's because on your phone or laptop, wherever you're watching, here's a chance. Oh, a lovely shot comes floating in. Oh, it had the venom. It definitely had the venom. It's just that. Once again, there you go. Went forward with the shot and it flows wide. They're thoroughly enjoying it there. Very nicely received. Plays it back again. Just keeping the ball under control, and that is what matters. We keep on saying that short passes is what actually sets the game afoot, sets the game in a brilliant action, and that is what you would really expect to watch. And the ball's back there with Bangalore Independence FC. Easy pickings there. Taking as much time as they can. Back to the goalkeeper. So far, Bangalore Independence, you know, the best part about their football is how they have played. I mean, that is what matters, to be honest. They have been confident, and this confidence is what brings them closer to the opportunities. And this time, Bangalore Independence, another fine ball played towards the beautifully carves it in. Another shot comes in this time, though. That was slightly emasculated. Could have tried and scored there. Unfortunately, it was not to be. It came very close, though. Nice shot pass. Well, both of them takes a tumble and the referee blows his whistle. It's going to be a free kick heading in the way of the Bangalore Independence FC. They'll take their time. I reckon medical attention is needed, so yes, they'll have to wait. This game hasn't really had many stoppages. This is how it happened. They laid the pass, and oh, that. He did go for the ball, but what happened was he stepped over it. Now, ideally, when you step over the ball, you lose your footing. And very thankfully, it depends on where you are landing, because if you land on your back, at times it still tends to hurt less. But if you are sliding the other way, where you land face first, that can be painful. Now, in that case, maybe it was exactly what happened, both the players going down. Surendra is the man who's on the free kick there. And he plays it back. Each one of us plays it back to his own half, just taking their time. Bangalore Independence. It is really good to see how they have controlled the tempo. The more you control the tempo, the more you control the midfield, the slower of a game that you play, what happens is that it starts increasing your confidence. It starts increasing your self-confidence, and you start believing in yourself. And your passes, they start getting more accurate. It becomes, because you start getting a lot more composed. The pressure is not on you because you're getting your passes right. You're not being pressurized at the moment, because if Roots FC, if they start pressing higher right now, what will usually happen is Bangalore Independence FC, they will have to hurry. But since there is no pressure on them right now, they can hold their formation intact. They can really go forward, knocking on the doors at times as well. That has been the difference. Bangalore Independence FC, no matter how opportunistic they have been, every time they have gone on the counter, what they have done in an amazing manner is that they have kept their eyes on the ball and then they have knocked on the doors in a pretty frequent manner. This time another chance was created but goes straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. And another update, another quick update. The two goal scorers, Saravana Kumar opened with a gorgeous strike, and Shiva Kumar showcased exemplary precision. Five minutes away from regulation time in the first half. And what an incredible outing has this been. What an incredible oscillating uh, fixture are we witnessing. It sets the right example, the right tone for the league as well. And this league, to be honest, the Bdfa Super Division, I mean, we have seen glorious opportunities. We have seen chances where both this, like all the teams have really bared their hearts out. They have played with everything they can. And that is the kind of football that you would really like to witness. The kind of passion, the kind of hunger. At the moment, though, both the teams, they have slowed down things ever so slightly. The tempo has been kept down at the moment because they know the exhaustion is setting in ever so slightly. And it happens because, see, football is a game where you need to keep your pace up extremely high. You don't catch a single second of breather. It's a matter of moments, it's a matter of momentum, and you need to have a keen look at everything. You need to have a closer look at things and how things pan out. Bangalore Independence on the move again, and now they come from the central channel. Let's one fly, but that was a whimpering one. Goes out of play. He drilled it wide there. With every passing minute, it feels as if the exhaustion is really taking a toll here. And it happens, to be very, very precise. It happens. You cannot keep it at bay. Another nice receive. And now they drive from the left. Taking their time, plays it back to their own half. Roots FC, they'll need some serious discussion going on and they'll have to protect their goal at all cost. That citadel should not fall once again in the remaining couple of minutes of first half, because that can be disastrous. And at the moment, what feels like that they have probably given the ball away, but they have recovered in a nice manner. It takes their time. 43 minutes, one more minute. This has really been a great game of football so far. The reason it has been a great game of football is because of the technical brilliance. Both the teams have been technically extremely sound, and that is what makes all the difference in the world. Plays it back again, taking their time. Roots FC still hoping. Now, if they can get a goal here, just at the dying embers, just in the dying embers of the first half, well, a lot of magic can happen. You just got to keep your eyes up. Square passes being the need of the hour at the moment. And Bangalore Independence FC, they are confident and they have probably the best control right now in the game. wherein for Roots FC, they are the second best of the two teams that are in action, that are vying for glory here at the KSFA Stadium. Final few seconds of regulation time before the additional minutes come into the game. 3 minutes is what has been added on, and it has been due to the quick stops that has come knocking on the doors. A few players have fallen down, and then there was a water break, so all of that needs to be counted. And just to give you all a heads up, definitely FIFA is also discussing this regulation, that what if all the minutes that are being wasted, or what if all the minutes that are or that hasn't witnessed to a game, what if we can enjoy that in the additional time. Now obviously that means that we will have a lot more of extended time, but at the same time that will also ensure that there's no more time wastage, there's no more spillage. Nonetheless, taking their time as much as they can. Received again. Ships it forward. Oh, this can be a chance here, but the goalkeeper this time, he ensured that he had his eyes on the ball and was quick to react. Quickly closes his grasp there on the ball. They know that these minutes are crucial and this can be game defining. Really keeping things easy here. Still a minute to go in the first half. Short passes. And both the teams also keeping a nice hold over their formation here. Steers it back in the path of the player out in the central channel, who plays it even in the center. Oh, that is a lovely ball opportunity. And a bit of a heavily weighted ball there goes out of play. I reckon there's a bit of an injury there. He'll need some treatment for sure. Is it going to be a free kick just at the end of the first half? Well, these aren't great signs. These absolutely aren't great signs. The stretcher is out. Not always a spectacle that you really like to witness. Something that sets your nerves on a bit of a frayed end. Well, this is definitely going to Well, he has been stretchered out of the field, something that really will intensify the frowns on the faces of Roots FC there. So yes, we can still see him being treated onto the sides. That is really important. And Bangalore Independence FC, they resume the game with at normal pace there. And with this, we come to the end of the first half. A good first half of football, both the teams putting their best foot forward. However, Bangalore Independence, they have a lead to protect. A 2-goal cushion that looks really good, 2 glorious finishes. However, for Roots FC, they will have their task cut out. In the meanwhile, you can enjoy the highlights. We'll slip into a short breather as we return with the second half of the game. back to the second half of the contest between Roots FC and Bangalore Independence FC. As things stand, Bangalore Independence FC, they have a 2-goal cushion, wherein Roots FC, they will need to watch out. They will have lot on their plates, and most importantly, they will have to figure out a way to score. I reckon there will be 2 substitutions happening out here. Yes, Roots FC, they'll have not 1 but 2 changes, and it's simple. The reason is because they'll need someone who can finish chances, someone who can get the ball into the back of the net, because they have been wonderful in terms of creativity. They have somewhat been reluctant towards the end, which again isn't a golden sign of showcasing your full prowess. They'll take their time at the moment, and a customary shuffle of sides have taken place already. Yes, the final moment. And we are underway here at KSFA Stadium for the second half of the first match of the day. And it is Roots FC who kickstarts proceedings in the second half. And they want to go forward with a long ball there. Oh, that is a lovely ball there. And they've actually latched onto it, trying to venture into the fray. A brilliant cross comes in, wanted to flick it goal bound. But then there was a bit of a push. The referee, though, deems it's not heavy enough, not substantial enough to be awarded a penalty. Because in football, given the fact that it's a body contact game, one needs to understand the situation. One needs to understand that if the push would not have happened, what could have been the circumstances before making a call. And according to the referee, it clearly was just a push, and it just to go ahead and destabilize the player's balance, and that was done successfully. Now, it's ideally said that you've got to hold on to your balance at least, very bare minimum, to be honest. And now coming all the way from the left. Easy pickings there. Nicely received. Then they can trade all the way forward. Another lovely cross on towards the far right. Bangalore Independence FC. Well, they are trying to infringe from the right. Sends in a good cross and repelled away at the expense of a throw there. Now this is a good start by both the teams showcasing intent. Roots FC wanted to go forward with a long ball and was successful to a certain magnitude, but not exactly the way they would have wanted. And now twist and turns around, received. Oh, didn't really get it under control. And the ball keeps on bobbling and it goes out of play. Easy pickings there. Throw in favor of Bangalore Independence FC at the moment. Roots FC will once again need the composure. It is the composure that sets them aside. Now, composure is important. It's imperative in any walk of life, whether it's sports or whether it's your profession or whatever you're doing. I mean, if you're composed, you can take a lot of decisions. Those are split-second decisions. And that is why for Roots FC, that's the confirmation of the change that Roots FC made. Mohan Bahadur came in. Shafiq Tekumpat went out. Ships it in a fine manner. Wanted to go for a flick. Another change that has come in. That's Emmanuel Derrick has come in. KR Shashwat has gone out. Another short pass. And now, oh, in fact, they have made 3 changes here. Anirudh Mukundhan has came in. Gautam Rajesh has gone out. So now this is going to be interesting. 3 changes. That means 3 fresh faces included into the mix. A change of strategy, a change of ideas. Once again, 2 goals. It looks like a healthy lead. There is a bit of breathing space, of course, for Bangalore Independence FC. But then Roots Independence, if they can get in a goal there, that would put all the pressure back on Bangalore Independence. Because ideally, that is a poor ball that would allow Bangalore Independence to break free. It's just one Bangalore Independence player almost vying against a melee, an ocean of Roots FC boots there. Sadly, though, he was dispossessed, and eventually they have been awarded a free kick as well. Great football from Bangalore Independence FC. They look to be in solid touch. And there's a player who's gone down who will receive some treatment, of course. He'll need some medical treatment there. He'll need some attention. And that probably would tell you a story that as this game, it hasn't just been entirely technical, it has been physical as well. Both the teams have squeezed out their 100%, and that is how it should be. Well, there was another situation where a stretcher may have come out, but then it was announced that it is of no need. So it's gone back, which is again a great sight, to be honest. And the referee stick starts with a drop there. Quickly lasses it back onto the player into the far defense. And Roots FC starts driving from the right, switches the game onto the far left. And this time, though, they couldn't keep it under control right now. Roots FC still trying to keep things under control here. At the moment, they'll really need to go forward all guns blazing because they are trailing right now. They need to go and lift the stakes out here, because if they can't, then only with every passing minute, Bangalore Independence will start building the pressure out on the opposition, and that exactly won't really help their cause. And to be honest, we have a free kick there, wherein Roots FC is lining up for what can potentially be another goal-scoring chance. It's not that they have not had the chances. They've had their fair shares of chances for sure. But again, conversion matters, a quick substitution happening. And this looks from a decent range. I won't exactly say that it's from a goal scoring range, but what can be mentioned is they can try and test their luck from the distance. If they do have the players, if they do have the prowess to let one fly. Oh, that is a brilliant goal kick. That was steered towards the far post. But there was no one to latch onto it. And a very good defensive intervention there from Bangalore Independence FC. Well, Bangalore Independence FC, they had a bit of a heavy touch there that allowed that extra second that Roots FC would have looked forward to. And at the end of the day, it's Roots FC who very easily takes the ball away from Bangalore Independence FC just because of that heavy touch. That is why we say that, well, that is a poor pass. We'll get back to that. And now Bangalore Independence, they can come all the way from the right. Wanted to cut back in sharply, but it was a very poor pass. Prashant has come in, wherein Shivakumar, who scored the second goal of the day for Bangalore Independence, have gone out. It was indeed a great goal, to be honest. Took his time and then quickly darting forward, set his eyes on the ball and then beautifully chipped it over an advancing goalkeeper. That was like as perfection personified. And now coming all the way from the central channel. That's nicely received. Roots FC is looking a lot more convincing now. Passes it on towards the far right. Beautifully receives it. Sets it up into the stride. And plays a short pass there. Probably a cross could have been a better option. And would have been a much more aligned towards the goal. And Bangalore Independence eventually cutting short that short pass. And trying to bring the possession under control there. But this time the ball goes out of play. A quick throw and taken. Nicely received, and this one goes out of play as well. And a bit of a push again. It won't work out. The referee has blown the whistle. A free kick has been awarded. Now we'll have to try and see. Oh, it's gone in the way of the Roots FC. Now that is intriguing. Another good juncture to have a free kick in. You can try and launch it into the box. There are so many opportunities, but to be honest, a direct free kick from this range, that can probably be slightly difficult. They will take their time. Goes for that free kick, but jams it straight against the wall. They'll take the throw in quickly there. But do they have the space? Well, they don't. They jam into a wall of Bangalore Independent FC boots. It's good to see. Trying to receive the ball and eventually come forward. And a fierce tussle, kind of a fisticuff there, unfurling out on the far right. And eventually, at the end of the day, it won't have any significant move going all the way in their favor. And this time plays the ball towards the far right. Nicely received. Keeps the ball in the play, but then the linesman who was right there, he didn't hesitate in raising the flag up because it was right in front of him. So as easy pickings go, I mean, for the linesman, it was an easy picking, to be honest. Roots FC now playing the ball on towards the stride of a player who's stationed again. They are trying to use the wings. They are trying to operate from the wings, which really looks to be a very, very good sight. Bangalore Independence, to be honest, they have passed it on towards the left. And the flag's gone up, so that's going to be offside. He was already a mile ahead. That won't really help their cause. Now the short pass being played while they're waiting at the moment. They know how crucial this phase of the game is so far. 1 hour of exciting football, to be honest. And we have seen almost everything. We have seen a couple of goals. We have seen some incredible football. Now he has a chance, but it didn't really look like that could have posed a serious threat. To be honest, the short passes, the small attacking units that has come. Roots FC, they have been a lot active here in the second half, and now they come all the way from the left. Another chance, a brilliant cross comes floating in. Intervened, but the Rangers still lingers on. Roots FC wants to go away from range in this one. It could have been slightly tricky, slightly menacing, but the ball goes out of play. And that is going to be a goal kick. Nicely received, Roots FC. They continue their rise, they continue their resurgence, but they'll need goals to try and entrench the resurgence. Unfortunately, though, it's not to be. And now Bangalore Independence, they have been extremely opportunistic, to be honest. So that is why Roots FC will have to keep an eye. Their positioning sense has been excellent. And those runs, oh, this looks great for Roots FC. And that is a lovely ball onto its far left. The cross is expected. Eventually, a very tame cross comes in. It won't have any impact on the goal whatsoever. Brilliant chance. But once again, as we keep on saying, precision is the need of the hour. Unless the precision is fixed, anything can happen. And we cross that 1 hour mark of football. And to be honest, this has really been a game of very, very high class. Once again, a bit of a push, to be honest. Takes the ball onto its far right, receives it, sends in a delectable cross. And I reckon the header was slightly heavily powered. That header needs to be under control. Now, these are very small fragments of the game. And unless they are being controlled, things would only turn worse. And this time, the goalkeeper picking it up nicely. Coming all the way from the right this time. Bangalore Independence FC. They're looking for help. They'll have to be careful as well about that offside trap. Tries to lay it down towards the central channel, and it's happened right in front of the referee's eyes. So the referee goes forward, blows the whistle, awards a free kick to the opposition, and that's Root FC. Ships the ball in. The question is simple. How far can Roots FC go? How much can they drive deeper into the opposition half? How precise can they be? How cool and composed can they be? All of that would matter. Throw and going in favor of Roots FC, and that is what is allowing them to come forward, knocking on the doors even better. Slowly and steadily, you can call it insidious movements. Oh, that is a lovely ball, nicely turns, and eventually the shot that comes in. That wasn't as gorgeous as it should be. Now Bangalore Independence, they can come knocking on the door as well. They can really challenge the counterparts because of that predatory instinct that they have. That is so high that they can come close to scoring at any point in time. Another cross comes floating in from the right. Does well, tries to cut back in, looking for support. It's 1 against 5 and eventually concedes possession. Oh, the coach, he needs to be slightly careful stepping inside the ground. I mean, the referee, and if he wants, he can obviously hand over the free kick option there. The yellow card, rather, not a free kick, so... They're going to wait for the throw, and the throw-in was finally taken, nicely received, keeps the ball under control, and eventually sends it back into their own half. Whatever threat was out there, oh! Bangalore Independence once again starting to wake up from their slumber. They were slightly on the back foot as Roots FC kept on going forward. And now this attempt to snatch the ball continues. And eventually it is going to be a free kick here. Another couple of substitutions coming in the way of Roots FC. So they are bringing in the firepower. Godwin is coming in, and most likely Ridin will also be on. So they want to go all guns blazing now. And to be honest, as time is knocking on the doors, as time elapses faster than you blink, you will also have to keep an eye on how things are going. "65 minutes on the clock." And another short ball before Bangalore Independence could have captured that. Oh! A chance trickles out, and the referee rushing away with the yellow card there. That was unnecessary, to be honest. And the medico, he'll be rushing out to the center. Yeah, this is what happened. Oh! Once again, both the teams, actually the thing is, they do not hold back. They really like to go forward with everything in their arsenal, and that is what can really cause all sorts of trickles or all sorts of challenges, to be precise. It's good to see that he's back on his feet. It'll obviously take him some time to get back in shape. And Raja Ganapati K has been given the yellow card for Bangalore Independence for that. I wouldn't exactly say that harsh tackle, because he was clear with his idea. He wanted to just go for the ball. Sadly, the way he darted at it. Now, see, when you play a body contact game, things like these keep on happening. You just have to get used to that. You just need to be careful that you don't end up hurting the opposition. But since it's a body contact game, since everybody goes for the ball without thinking what the consequences will be, they don't even think that at times they may be injured. We have seen so many injuries happening due to that, because the intensity is so much that all that matters is getting hold of the possession. Nonetheless, this game still looks to be very much in balance, though Roots FC are trailing by 2-0. Twist and turns, just trying to go forward with the formation, just trying to keep the shape intact out in the center. That is very, very important, because that will really allow you to try and build further. Roots FC coming all the way from the right. This can be a lovely chance. Brilliant ball, flashes in front of the goal. Unfortunately, though, that has gone out of play. There was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And that's the confirmation of the change for Roots FC. Godwin Johnson in place of Shivan has walked in. The twin changes that happened a few moments back. Ridhan came in place of Gautam, and now Bangalore Independence come all the way from the right. Tries to cut back in, plays it back towards the player in the far left. Lets one fly, and that has gone miles into the air. Great chance, not well received. 20 minutes of action is remaining ahead of us. But that was a lovely, lovely chance. Opportunity was definitely there. It's just that they couldn't take it. And now Roots FC, they had the space. They had to drive from the right. Unfortunately, they couldn't. It was a glorious chance, to be honest. And now, here they come all the way from the right. Once again, Roots FC, unfortunately, at the moment, they find themselves caught in an absolutely unbreakable maze. It feels as if whatever they are doing, wherever they are headed, whatever avenues they have resorted to, they are hitting a cul-de-sac. And that is because of the resolve. Well, the flank's gone up. Another free kick going Roots FC's way. That looks like a very decent juncture to have a free kick from. The question is, can they use this free kick to their advantage? That is what matters, if the free kick can be utilized. Then obviously there is a chance. Great opportunity. Knocking on the doors for a while. Now do they batter it down? Or do they get resisted? Sends in a lovely cross. Oh, that's well defended. Kept his eyes on the ball. This could have been so close. Great opportunity. But once again, kudos to the Bangalore Independence defense. Ensure the fact that they are clearing the ball away from the danger zone. And now coming all the way from the left, hoping to get a through ball in. Unfortunately, that was stopped. This is relentless football. This is what you love to see on the football field. This is what brings you to the ground. The kind of speed, the kind of intensity. Mind-blowing stuff indeed. try to take a chance now. Bangalore Independence as well. They have woken up and they are coming with everything they have in their arsenal. And they would not stop. Another chance created. And once again, the ball goes out of play, allowing them a corner. Oh my word, it's coming every single time. They're coming closer and closer. And the corner comes floating in. It actually goes out. And now another lovely latch on to the ball. Taking their time. Plays it back towards the player onto the far right. Plays it back once again towards the player waiting at the deep end. And they take their time, unfortunate. Brilliant pass. Sends it forward. Oh, this is a great chance! What a world! What on earth did it just happen? That should have been slammed into the back of the net. The goalkeeper was completely off guard. Great chance here. Oh my word, the goalkeeper actually went in a different direction. You just need to steer the ball into the back of the net. And yet somehow they have failed to do that. Oh, what a miss. It was harder to miss than to score. Bangalore Independence, they have come so close yet so far. Goes straight back to the goalkeeper a few moments ago. The way Bangalore Independence came knocking on the doors, that could have been really all sorts of warning game. Another lovely ball. And Roots FC this time drives from the right, lets one fly. I reckon the angle was a bit too tight there. Ends up hammering straight at the goalkeeper. He needed a better angle than that, of course. It was not going to be easy. 75 minutes on the clock. Final quarter of the game remaining. This will be interesting to see how things span out in the last 15 minutes. To be honest, this cushion can still be extinguished at any point in time. So both the sides, they will have to be careful. And it's going to be a water break here. Quick break just to ensure that the players are keeping themselves hydrated. It's not really easy. 90 minutes of action, and this, as the scoreline goes, and they are the two goals of the day. This is how Bangalore Independence started the dominion. A brilliantly laid pass there, and a picture perfect shot right into the top right corner, rattled off the inside of that woodwork before the ball dropped in the line. This is how the second goal happened. This was all about precision. This was all about calm. And a glorious finish. So yes, as things stand, and the players are back on the field there. 2-0 so far between Bangalore Independence FC and Roots FC. Take their time. And now it goes out of play. And Bangalore Independence FC, they are trying to thrive on the chaos at the moment. That was kind of ruling supreme here in the gameplay of Roots FC. Beautifully received. Wanted to go forward, but before Bangalore Independence player, they can go forward with the ball, it was headed away to safety. It's Prem on the ball who can throw. He's looking around for some decent space out ahead. Wanted to chest it down, but eventually manages to send the ball. And now they want to drive forward for a cross. They're looking for support at the moment, though. They are numerically overpowered. They come forward with a cross, but eventually it's traded away. And it's going to be a goal kick. Roots FC wants to get things locked and loaded and start rolling already. Yeah, that pass, well, that was slightly questionable, but then the linesman has deemed it that the game needs to go on, because again, the entire ball has to come out of the line. Even if a part of a ball remains behind the line, so that ball is in. That's what the rule of football states. And very nicely keeps it in play. Well, once again, Bangalore Independence, they are starting to look comfortable, but Roots FC, they are pressing a lot higher. They should have done this slightly earlier in the game. They would have got a lot more chances. It's just that the first half, they didn't press at all. That allowed Bangalore Independence FC to create the space that they wanted and dominate the entire first half of 45 minutes. The second half, to be honest, Roots FC has started pressing, and that is what is leaving Bangalore Independence somewhat rooted to their own half. That is wonderfully done there by Roots FC, beautifully. Keeps the ball under control. And it still stays with Roots FC. Roots FC is looking a lot more convincing and comprehensive with every passing second. That is what matters. Another brilliant cross was being attempted. A bit of a push. And now Bangalore Independence FC, once again, they have caught them in the center, caught them off guard as well. And now they cut back in sharply. Lays it down into the stride of the player stationed into the central channel. Well, he took a bit too longer than he would have expected, and that cost him dearly. He's gifted the ball away. Roots FC has another opportunity. If they can get a goal in the next couple of minutes, they still have a chance to try and come back in the game. That is a beautiful layoff. He tees it towards the far end. He keeps the ball under control. Roots FC slowly growing forward, growing in confidence as well. But once again, they've gotten back into their own half. And now taps the ball forward. Again, a bit too much weight in the ball that allows Bangalore Independence FC to comfortably settle for that ball. The goalkeeper, easy pickings there, no real challenges. They'll keep the ball under control. Roots FC once again just trying to get hold of the game. But then, at the moment, they've given the ball away to Bangalore Independence FC. They'll keep the ball under control and eventually drive forward. That's a nice ball on towards the right. Latches on firmly. A bit of a challenge. But they stay on their feet, looking for a probable goal-scoring cross maybe, or a cross. Whatever gets them into that advantageous position, but that flag's gone up. So that is going to be a goal kick in favor of Roots FC. Roots FC now going from the right. They have been a lot active out in the second half, which is indeed a good sight for their fans. And they come now from the right, hoping to get something going in their way. Unfortunately, the flag was already up. So that means this is going to be another opportunity for Bangalore Independence to try and steal away crucial seconds. They take the goal kick shot. And now they have the ball on towards the far left. They were hoping that they can place the ball into the stride. That is a brilliant work there. Goes past his marker without breaking a sweat. Now sends the ball on towards the far right. Beautifully keeps it under control. But by the time he could have claimed the ball, he was already knocked over. Now Bangalore Independence once again has a chance, but it seems that they are overpowered at the moment. Numerically, they will have to wait till the time they get help. And they are happy to actually play it behind, and why not? Given the fact that they have this 2-goal cushion, every single minute they steal away is what takes the game closer for them towards the finish line. Roots FC, to be honest, the second half has proven for them to be a good one. But once again, until and unless you can finish things off, to be very, very honest, you won't reach the promised land. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you come close to scoring, it simply won't be enough. The medico's out in the center again. I reckon there's a player down, and all of these can also be tactical if you see, because again, at the end of the day, what matters is that they have all the crucial advantages going their way. It's as simple as that. And Roots FC gets us underway as the final 3 minutes of regulation time comes knocking on the doors.
They wanted to go forward from the left, but the flag's gone up. So it won't really help their cause. Once again, push from behind, but the referee says game on. The game is slightly dampened right now, and one of the primary reasons can be because Bangalore Independence just trying to kill the tempo of the game. That would put the game back in their favor since they have a 2-goal cushion. So they will really like to keep things on a halt. Wherein for Roots FC, they will have to drive even faster. They'll have to be a lot more explosive. And now gets the ball towards the right. Wanted to use the right wing to their advantage. Sadly, they didn't really have the kind of advantage that they were looking forward to. Wonderfully plays it back. Another short pass. Takes their time. Roots FC, square passes coming up now. Plays it towards the extreme left. A brilliant ball. Sent inside, but then again, a poor first touch that allows the goalkeeper to quickly come out and collect. The first half was an explosive one. The second half, though, really didn't come up to the expectations. Bangalore Independence had their own agenda on the platter. They really wanted to keep the game. They wanted to secure the bragging rights for themselves. Roots FC, on the contrary, they did try. It's not that they didn't, but again, that final touch, that finishing touch, that composure was missing. 5 minutes of additional time has been given. Let's see if these 5 minutes can produce what they are looking forward to. Straight back to the goalkeeper again, Bangalore Independence FC. They thought that maybe they can try and get something going their way. But Roots FC is back on the ball. And now they drive forward. Numerically overwhelmed and eventually loses the possession as well. Another cross and goal bound. Is there a chance? Well, it seems that the danger still lingers on, and eventually the referee has blown the whistle after the goalkeeper charged out of his line and cleared away. Bangalore Independence FC making a change here as Raja Pandi is going to come out. I reckon it's going to be twin substitutions here for them. And another player goes down. Now it's turning out into slightly eyesore, to be honest. It's understandable. The thing is, they have a 2-goal cushion. So, to be honest, I don't think all these crucial seconds, they are needed right now because they just need to keep on playing. It's not that this kind of shows off that obviously they are aware of the situation. That is for sure. It's going to be a throw in here in favor of Bangalore Independence FC, and they couldn't control it. So that means Roots FC would have the ball back in their favor. Couple of more remaining in this fixture. Roots FC would probably, this is going to be a free kick. Emmanuel is there. Let's see if Emmanuel can get something. Can they get that only goal of the day? Is there a consolation strike waiting? They have tried really hard in the second half. The salvo has been there, the finishing touch hasn't. And just when we were talking about the finishing touch, once again, a bit of an overpowered run. And eventually the ball trickles out of play. It's going to be a corner kick though. They're all set for the corner. Trying their very best to find that consolation strike. Well, that goes miles away. And now Bangalore Independence FC tries to break. Sadly, they won't be able to do that. Another chance gracing their way. They are going as slowly as they can. 54 seconds left maybe. Roots FC, they have the ball back. Plays it towards the right. Sends it even further. Roots FC still have a chance. Another good cross, but doesn't really materialize in their favor. This was a good run, just hoping if they could have actually exploited what initially seemed like a pretty emasculated effort. A bit of a lethargic effort as well. I mean, they could have done better than that. The second half was all about tactically controlling the tempo, slowing the game down for Bangalore Independence, wherein for Roots FC, they did try and get themselves back in the game. Unfortunately, it was not to be. And with this, we come to the end of the fixture. A great game of football technically comes to an end. Both the teams had put forth their best creative show, but unfortunately for Roots FC, it was not to be. Bangalore Independence, they scored 2 brilliant goals. Saravana Kumar and Shiva Kumar were on target for Bangalore Independence FC, wherein Roots FC will be returning empty-handed. Well, this is your commentator Rohit signing off, but then there's another match coming up, and someone else obviously will be taking you through the folklore. At the moment though, do stay tuned in, for the next match is right up.